What's going on, everybody? Before I get started, let y'all know that it is my real name. My real name is Dexter. I've been called a lot of things in my life. I've been called Poindexter, ma'am. I've been called Dexter's Laboratory. Most recently, I've been called Dexter, the white serial killer from the Showtime series. Which I think that's a little crazy. Because they ain't gonna let a black man get away with murder for 8 seasons. That's a long time for the same crimes, all I'm saying. That show would have been 1 episode long. I think y'all call it the first 48. I'd have been on there snitching on everybody. Because I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm not really, jail built. You know what I'm saying? I go to jail and get passed around like a blunt. Just pump, pass. On to the next inmate, I guess. I don't know how they do it. I've never been. My mama, she the reason I had to go to jail. Because she told me growing up, she said, okay, baby, you keep acting the way you've been acting. That's okay. Because you're going to go to jail one day. And you're going to get fucked. So keep on acting like that. She came home one day, she had it with her. She was fed up. Okay, y'all gonna do me like this. I've worked so hard. That's okay. You're gonna go to jail one day, boy. And you're gonna get fucked. So y'all keep leaving y'all toys around this house if you want to. G.I. Joe will have a dick in your ass. Keep on leaving around this house if you want to. Grew up, man. So I grew up, man. Mom was like my dad was the flip side of that, you know what I'm saying? He's one of those, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one time he gave all the rent money to the church. I'm like, and got an attitude like, God got us. That's all right. God got us. I was like, no, nigga, God had us. Like, you had the money. You gave the blessing away, is what I'm saying. Don't get mad at us. I don't know math, but 10% of 900 is not 900. It's not that bright, but I know math, is what I'm saying. I got glasses, but what? Told him one time, he said with my homework, like a real simple GED question, like one easy one. He just want to throw Jesus in it, you know what I'm saying? Jesus in it. The question was, Johnny had 2 apples. Susie gave him 3. How many apples does Johnny now have? And my dad took my homework from me and said, well, first of all, son, God is working in Johnny's life. Because without the man upstairs, come on, boy. Johnny was just had 2 apples. But God saw fit to bless Johnny with 3 more apples. He said, write that down, boy. That's a blessing. I said, okay. I wrote it down. I said, it was a blessing, right? Man, I went to school the next day and told my teacher it was a blessing. She's like, nah, nigga, that's an F. You will definitely be here next year. And bring your dad dumbass with you too, because he needs this education. Work with a lot of white people. I see y'all in there. Hi. I love, man, I don't care what they on news. I love white people. Except when y'all get fired. That's when y'all get a little, y'all get a little crazy. We fired this one dude. Well, I didn't fire him. They fired him. In case Travis in here. Hey, nigga, they fired you. They fired somebody named Travis last week. And Travis said something that didn't sit too well with me. Travis like, okay, y'all gonna fire me after all I put into this company? You guys haven't seen the last of me. And walked off. Like, y'all done seen the last of me? This is my last day. Travis will come back the next day with coffee, donuts, and bullets. Ready to fire everybody else. I don't want to be a part of that. I was hoping he'd go home and kill his wife, ma'am, because that's who he really was. Honestly, I mean, like, I'll say I'm going to kill my girl. You stinking bitch. Pussy whack. Like, because, black men, we try to kill the spirit. We try to make you feel bad inside this motherfucker. White man try to kill the body, you know what I'm saying? It's 2 different things. I can see it right now. He get fed up. Okay, Samantha, you want to keep talking that? Okay. Ha! I'll be right back. Go down to the shed, get some death tools, chop her ass up, pull in the bowling bag or something. I don't know. Friends come over a couple days later like, hey, man, whatever happened to Samantha? Let's just say she wasn't staying in her lane, if you know what I mean. You all right, Travis? I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta take a strike out on a bitch. Anybody here voted? Anybody happy to be in America still? All right, cool. When the last time motherfucker got voted and did what he said he was gonna do? I'm still waiting for change. Change ain't came up and said shit to me. Shit, Trump gonna build that wall. I hope we don't get the motherfuckers working on 635, because that wall, it'll never come up. That is job security right there. They've been working on that wall since I've been a toddler. So I've been walking like this. They working, Mama, what's that? That's 635, baby. They still working on it. Jose, and Jesus have secured their jobs for a long time. And every time you drive by them, they stop working for a second. Kind of like on Planet of the Apes, when Caesar and they're talking to the monkey, they just stop and just stare at your ass. See, I don't know the language. I don't know what they be saying, so I don't be talking about it. Used to get in a lot of fights. Growing, I'm lying. I ain't getting no fights. I used to try to fight. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, it was hard. You know, it was hard growing up. You know, trying to, because niggas talk about you all the time. Oh, this Dexter, and you really can't. I ain't really had them hands like that. You know, so they would, try to get the best of you. You laughing too hard. They would get the best of me. I mean, one time I was in 8th grade, and I'll never forget this guy's name. His name was Eric Benson. Y'all know the ass would be good when you remember the first and last name. His name was Eric Benson. Eric Benson put them things in my ass. Like, I was talking about Eric the whole time. For 6 periods, I was talking about Eric. And I guess 7th period, Eric said, you know what, nigga, this is enough. I'm tired of this. And Eric hit me with a few of them, and pop, pop, pop. I fell. They carried me to the nurse office. I heard them talking, but I was trying to act like I was asleep. God damn, that nigga fucked him up, didn't he? I'm like, Miss Nurse, you are very unprofessional, bitch. You supposed to be taking care of us. You've been calling me a nigga. I don't like that. Got my ass beat. That's okay, though. That's all right, though. That's okay. I knew I lost the fight when my glasses went sideways. That's when you lose the fight. You can be in there giving somebody work. But the second your glasses go like this, people get real concerned. Like, sir, are you okay? Like, no, I'm fine. Like, no, I was winning. No. I don't know much about fights, sir, but anytime your glasses do the tilt, a lens that popped out. That's all right, though. I'm like 2-2 in fights right now. I did beat this one. We was in the same grade. She was a girl, but we was in the same. She had the height and weight advantage on me. You know what I'm saying? Her name was Big Shonda. So y'all can already imagine what she was like. Big Shonda was shit. Big Shonda, she had that sumo action. When she walked, all you hear was doof, doof. Let her get excited about lunch. You know what I'm saying? She was fat. She hit me up on the locker. I unleashed a fury on Shonda. Gave them things. She fell. Somebody called me though, because my glasses was like this. They saw Shonda laying down. They said, Dexter, you okay? I said, nigga, you still on the ground? They said, yeah, I know, but your glasses, I'm concerned. I think you might have lost. I'm like, man, fuck you. But me and Shonda, we've been dating, though, for a little bit, so. Y'all know the saying, whoop a bitch ass, and, she'll stay around for a little bit, I guess. Somebody gonna walk in looking concerned. Is he okay? A nigga with a real fast punch came in and got me. That's what happened. Well, that's it for me. My name is Dexter Givens. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night.
What up, Arlington? How y'all doing? That's good. That's good. Where my single ladies at? Single ladies, make some noise for me. Okay. I'm currently dating somebody right now, dating a real pretty girl, sorry. But I think I'm through dating pretty women. I'm done dating pretty women because they too high maintenance and they don't appreciate enough. I took this girl out to eat, man, took her out to eat, and she didn't finish her food. And the waiter came, asked if she wanted to go. She said, no, I'm fine. I'm like, hold up now, you fine, but you not that damn fine to be throwing away 2 chicken strips and 9 fries now. Hold on. Girl, you better get it to go. So I need to downgrade, bro. I need to downgrade, find me like a nice, cute chick on house arrest or something like that, you know? Bro, I could just take her on a 60-yard walk, that's Red Lobster. Be like, girl, you know when you get that monitor off, we going everywhere, girl. We mess around and go to beep, beep, but right now, let me go and get you to the crib right now, baby. I ain't trying to lose you. You gas efficient. No, I'm not that cheap. I don't want you to think I'm that cheap. You know, I'll take you out to eat, take you somewhere real nice like Applebee's or some shit like that, you know. Get that 2 for $20. If I drove, you got the tip, all right? Lemon and water, don't get no soda. Shit. But if I'm gonna take you to Applebee's, I'm gonna take you like to a nice neighborhood when I go out to eat, man, because I hear safe names. You know, I hear names with degrees like Sebastian, party of 2, Sebastian, party of 2. Connor, party of 4, Connor. I feel safe, I'm comfortable. You know, but I went to this ghetto, ratchet ass Applebee's, and I'm hearing different names. I'm hearing names like Trey Killer 7, party of 4. Trey Killer. Empty out the clip, party of 1. Empty out the clip. I'm like, hold up, that nigga came by himself? I'm like, let me get a to-go box for these chicken strips. Gonna get my ass up out of here. I ain't trying to be another victim, man. I ain't trying to be another episode on First 48. I can just hear that shit on First 48. 9:27. Police get a call. Shots ring out at the Oak Cliff Applebee's. They rushed Des O'Neill to the hospital, where he later on died. And y'all know a nigga ain't gonna ever survive on First 48. Not one episode. And the commentator, he pissed me off because he make you think the dude gonna survive. Oh, they rushed little Pookie to the hospital, where he later on died. I'll be at the house like, now why y'all can't get Pookie to the hospital? If it was Connor, you would've got Connor. That's because Connor has Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I'm like, he probably got Obamacare. That's why he died. I had that insurance, man. Tell you a little something else about me, man. I grew up in a single parent home, so I'm a child support baby. I'm paid off. My daddy showed me the receipts and everything. I am paid off. I used to hate hearing him talk about child support, man. He used to talk about me like I was a car note or some shit like that. He used to do it in front of people. He'd be like, yeah, I got about 58 more months on this one right here. Y'all finna do some double payments or something on them? Gonna scratch a year or 2 off, get them out the way. I may put them on Craigslist, see what I get for them. Like, Daddy, I'm your son. I'm not a Honda Civic, man. My daddy was a player, dude, too, man. My daddy was a Rolling Stone. Anybody hear Daddy was a player? Bro, my daddy was a legend. I thought I was his only child growing up. Hell no. I had 2 stepbrothers, didn't even know it. And it was awkward as hell, like how he told me about my brothers, man, because he just told me about them like they was some puppies or some shit like that. Yeah, he just came to my room and be like, hey, boy, I got you some brothers up in there. Yeah, I got you some brand new brothers, boy, they new. Go on in there. You know, I'm a kid, I'm confused. I'm like, Dad, I ain't got no brothers. Boy, you got some people you need to meet now. Go in there and play with them boys that kind of look like you. Should have known something was up, because like 2 months before that, he got me a bunk bed, and I didn't understand what I needed 2 beds for. Anybody here ever had surgery before? Yeah, you had surgery before, man. I ended up having my very first surgery because I used to work at this plantation called FedEx Ground. Yeah, that's the closest thing to slavery I ever done right there, man. And I ended up catching a hernia in my groin, man, and it's weird because the doctor told me like you normally feel pain when you catch a hernia. I didn't feel no pain. I was just in the shower one day and I looked down and it looked like I had 3 balls. That's just what it looked like, you know. But I did anything a normal black person would do. I ignored the shit. Took me some BC powder and I prayed about it. Cause I'm a Christian. Goddamn. I wasn't finna go to the doctor, no. I went to the weed man and got a prescription. That's what I went to. Like, you got something for this right here, you got something? Yeah. Any weed smokers in here? Oh, we got one back there, shit. It's a comedy show, ain't no cops in here, shit. I feel like they need to legalize it, man, for real, because it's already legal in some states. Like, I'm finna move to Denver, because out there, they don't give a damn. You can smoke a joint while giving a statement to the police. They be like, so how tall was the guy? Shit, he wasn't taller than me, I'll tell you that. Yeah, he was like 5'8", 5'12", somewhere in there. How much he weigh? Shit, man, I didn't pick the nigga up or nothing like that. I just seen the dude, man. I'm a witness, I ain't no scale. You know who got some good weed though? Mexican people, man. Well, shout out to my vatos in here. Where my Mexicans at? Hey, we got a few in here, man. I like Mexican people because they proud of their culture, man. They got their own everything. You notice that? They got their own candy, their own soda. They even got their own grocery store, man. You ever been to a Mexican grocery store? Man, that store is so convenient. That is the only place where you can go get milk, eggs, bread, a live chicken, a dead chicken, fried chicken, rims, Uno cards, BC powder, insurance. Like, this is all in aisle 2, man. We ain't even seen the rest of the stuff. Like, they selling corn in a cup outside and they financing cars in the back. Like, Dad, where you get that Impala? Fiesta, fiesta, fiesta. Fiesta, fiesta. I had a lot of jobs in my life, man. I had a lot of jobs. I remember I used to work at this medical facility, and I used to work with a lot of African people, and I'm talking about the real African people. You know, the ones that don't wear deodorant and shit, you know? And one thing you don't want to do around them is complain, for real. I remember I was at work, I was complaining about my shoes. I was like, man, I need some new shoes. These shoes are old as hell. African dude came out of nowhere. Oh my God. You American niggas are so funny to me, so funny. Don't you know there are people in the world? There are people in the world that don't have socks or anything, don't you know? Don't you know? And you sit here with this beautiful sneaker, beautiful Nike sneaker, and complain? Oh my God. You American niggas are so funny to me, so funny. I'm like, hold up, Ramadan now. You done called me one too many niggas now. Don't even sound right coming from you. And why the hell you praying to a goat? Oh my God. Like, if you don't take that T off that shit, that's the thing, they get pissed off when you can't understand them too. They act like it's your fault. Same dude came up to me on the job. He was like, oh my God, hey man, that's my time. I'm Dez O'Neal. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, man.
Nice. All right, you guys see some black comics tonight. You guys see a lot of white comics tonight. You're gonna see a gay comic, I think, tonight. But I am the only Canadian comic tonight. Glad to be down here. I like it. Americans are great, real friendly, but I find when you guys meet me, you have some weird stereotypes of Canadians. And I gotta correct people all the time. Like, I'm always like, whoa, relax. Not all Canadians are good at math, all right? Yeah. And we drive just fine in Canada. Come visit sometime. It's not a problem. But I've been down here about 9 years, guys, in the U.S. I like living down here, but there's a few things I can't get used to still. Like, I still can't get used to the fact I live in a country where nobody knows about the metric system except for drug dealers. That's bizarre. Like, I work in an office building full of professionals. They know nothing about it. When they drop out down the street, he sells weed. He knows like grams, kilograms, mammograms. He knows all of them. See, some of you guys laugh at that joke, but some of you guys are like, hey, how many kilograms in a mammogram? The answer depends on how blessed the woman was. That's my boob joke. Got some good news recently, guys. I became an American citizen a few months ago. Huh? Yeah. Perfect timing. I think I'm like 5 days outside the return policy on that thing. But no, it's cool being American because America wins everything, and I love being part of that now. You know what I mean? Like, recently I found out this is true. The U.S. beat China in the Math Olympics. How about that, huh? Yes. Give it up for the winners from California, you guys. Jason Chang and Ling Ling Wong. Huh? Bringing home the gold for the U.S. We taught China a powerful, powerful lesson about what makes America great. They interviewed the parents of the winners, and the parents are really proud of our kids. We hope they go on to do great things. You know, that's what the translator said. I don't know. I don't speak Chinese myself. If you need more information, I'm actually Vietnamese. And if you don't have a good grasp of history or geography, I'm Chinese, whatever. I'll be Chinese for 7 more minutes for you guys. I grew up in a really small town. There's only 3 Asian kids in the town. There was like me, my brother, and my sister. That was it. But my mom, she wanted to date an Asian girl, right? But there were none. But she wanted an Asian girl really badly. You know, white guys, you can relate to that. Somebody's watching all that porn. It's not just me. I watch a lot of it. But no, I got married. I've been married now for like 14 years now. That's amazing. My wife, she's working out like a fiend. She weighs less now than when I met her all those years ago, right? Now I'm going the opposite direction, getting kind of worried, you know. We'll be walking down the street together one day, people will see us, they're gonna point at me and they're gonna go, oh my God, look at that guy. He's got so much money. So, be careful. We got a couple of kids. I got a daughter, she started kindergarten last year. Came in with a 1 week of kindergarten, she's like, Daddy, I got a boyfriend. I was like, this sucks. I gotta kill a 5-year-old boy. You know, because as a father, when you have a baby and it comes out as a little girl, right? Mentally, you prepare yourself to kill a much older child. But whatever, let's do this, little Romeo. I don't care. It gets worse, you guys. It gets worse. This kid's name is BJ. Yeah, I got notes all over my house. I heart BJ. I know, you thought Common Core was bad. So I confronted my daughter, I'm like, why'd you write this on Daddy's walls? She was all trying to be clever. It wasn't me, Daddy. Obviously it was her. 1, because of awful childish handwriting. And 2, I know for a fact my wife does not heart a BJ. So, no mystery there. Is that a bit harsh, maybe? No, you're right. I'm embarrassing her, and she's not even here to defend herself. I'll take that one back, you guys. My daughter's handwriting is pretty good, actually.
You okay?
She's great. I love this little girl. Love my life. And even as her father, I have to admit my daughter's super lazy. Like, honestly, I don't think she's sweatshop material. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Nike's gonna call us back for a second interview. You know? Listen, I don't want my daughter to work in a sweatshop, obviously, but if I don't win this thing, somebody's gonna pay the bills. What else going on? I got a son too. That's his name, son 2. He's a cool kid. He is a really cool kid. But a couple years ago, he started beating me in video games. And he started telling me why he beat me. He's like, Daddy, I beat you because you're too slow. I beat you because I'm better than you. And I'll tell you, it really hurt because he was only 7 at the time. He didn't know what trash talking was. So he was just telling me the truth, you know? Like, wouldn't trash talking be easier to deal with? You know what I mean? If your friend calls you a little bitch, you're like, whatever, I'm not a little bitch. Your 7-year-old calls you a little bitch? You might be one, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, but I will always be grateful for my parents for bringing me here from Vietnam when I was a kid. Otherwise, I might have ended up in a sweatshop myself, you know, working horrible hours for terrible, terrible people. Instead, I came over here, went to law school. I got a job in a big law firm where I work horrible hours for terrible, terrible people. I guess I couldn't escape my fate. But while I was in Vietnam, I found something interesting. I don't know if you guys know this. Does anybody know what the Vietnamese currency is called? It's called the dong. No word of a lie, D-O-N-G. And when I found that out, I realized this is why there are no cool Vietnamese rappers out there. There's other reasons why, but this is one of the reasons why I think I'm onto something here. It's because like nobody wants to hear you rap about your gold chains and your hoes and your fistful of dongs. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be spitting rhymes at a club and people are like, yeah, make it rain dongs on us. Awesome. My son was out of control recently, and I didn't know what to do, so I called my mom for some advice. And she's like, here's what you do. Put a pile of rice on the ground. You make him kneel on this for half an hour, right? That's gonna fix him. So I tried that, didn't work. I kind of blamed my mom, because she didn't tell me not to cook the rice first, you know? So I was trying to punish my kid. All I gave was like a warm cushion to kneel on, which I guess became a snack for later. I don't know. I'm worried about this boy. I'm worried he's gonna become a thug growing up because we're gonna be in martial arts, right? Then I realized, like, if you're gonna become a thug, you gotta go to like a good thug school, like a Harvard of thug schools, you know, Compton, the Bronx, you know, rough areas like that, right? We live in Sugarland, you know, which is like the DeVry of thug schools. No one's really scared of a guy from Sugarland. You know? Hard to get a lot of street cred in that area of town. But I was in a men's bathroom recently of a hotel, in a men's bathroom, and I saw one of those baby changing tables, and I thought, this is a really stupid idea. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, ladies. It's not the 1950s anymore. We've progressed as a society. But let me ask you a real question. What kind of a man is going to tell his wife to change the baby in the men's bathroom? You know what I mean? We had the two kids. Our first kid came out super clean, took great care of him. My daughter came along, she's more like a used lint roller, you know what I mean? Like, she wasn't just dirty all the time, but she was sticky, right? And it wasn't because we didn't love her, we loved her very much. It was because after having one baby, we realized it's pretty hard to kill a baby. I'm sorry, by accident. I didn't mean like we were trying to. But we scared ourselves reading those baby books. Like we read if you put your baby asleep in a stomach, it could die, right? If you sleep with your baby in your own bed, it could die. And after reading these books, I realized this is why babies cry when they get tired. It's like every night babies are like, oh man, this could be it. This could be the final nap. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever seen a bunch of babies in a nursery and they're all crying? They're just trying to keep each other awake. That's it. Guys, my name's Suntran. Thank you very much.
Y'all ain't gonna treat me like this is a porno, a 2-hour porno, and y'all done came already. This is not, no. Shit, y'all, no. This is what you get. You get all this, soak it in. This is what 20 years of marriage looks like. This is the home and away jersey for 20 years of marriage. This is I gave the fuck up jersey. This is, I see you got yours on, you got yours on. Y'all, I don't know what you're talking about. We married, it's over. Yours look like it's snapped between the legs though. It looked like you just walked up to your wife and was like, huh. You looking at me like Tyler Perry let himself go after the last show. No, you don't get Tyler Perry, you get me. In this shirt. And these skinny jeans. They're only skinny because I'm fat. Like, anything I put on is skinny. Like, these are husky jeans. But I love my husky jeans because they mine, number one. And number two, you know what I'm saying, husky jeans, you can get a different size. Like, this is a 34, but they really a 44 because you got that extra skin inside. Like, you know what I'm saying, fellas, that extra material that stretches out. Like, my jeans ain't circumcised. That's what I'm basically saying. My wife bought me a shirt because she seen Shamar Moore. She bought a jacket. She said, Shamar Moore looks sexy in this jacket. And I put it on. And I was like, yeah, She's like, what? You look sexy. I'm like, no, Shamar, I need Shamar material. That's what, I can't even zip it up. Titties is peeking out. Man. Yeah, we all got titties, fellas. Mine look like Forrest Whitaker's eyes. Like one is up here and the other is just... Y'all stupid. That was stupid. I love that I said I was married for 20 years and y'all didn't applaud or anything. You know, fuck no. It just means basically that I've never won an argument. For real. Like people come up to me and be like, man, you've been married 20 years, man. Should I get married? I'm like, no, don't. Run. Like anybody here that's dating, y'all should not get married. Seriously, sign a 5-year contract like the NFL. That way if it don't work out, you be like, it's been real. Like seriously. It's so much funner to tell the kids, you know what I'm saying? Because it sounds bad when you're like, well, me and your mom are getting a divorce. But if you go to your kids and be like, hey, me and your mom gonna test the free agent market. That sounds awesome, right? I could just see me and her kids sitting there and I bring her in, I'm like, come on in, babe. Me and the kids talked and we voted. And we decided next year we gonna bring in a more athletic, more younger girl to replace you. See how women ain't laughing, fellas? Women ain't laughing at that joke, but you know what's fucked up? They wouldn't even tell you that you got traded. You just come to the screen and it's locked. My daughter come there eating a sandwich, I'm like, what you doing? You don't read your Facebook? You got traded, Mr. Johnson is my daddy now. Like, that's messed up. There's some beautiful sisters here. Give it up for y'all. Sisters, y'all. Woo. I told my white wife, I was like, you know what? Your replacement is gonna be black. I am married to a white woman and I didn't go pro. We ain't had no problems until this election this past year. Like, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, stereotypes is really close to racism. It's like the 5-second rule. If you don't say just kidding right after it, it's racist. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, Asians can't drive. Just kidding. You know, oh, that's just a stereotype. Mexicans work hard. Just kidding. Like, you just keep doing that. Black people got big dicks. We'll just leave that out there. But seriously, I was riding with my wife. I didn't know that, it didn't even mean nothing different to me. I was riding with my wife. She was driving. I was in the passenger side. And we got pulled over by the police, and racism just jumped out of me. I was just so excited that a white person was getting in trouble. I didn't care it was my wife. I was like, yes, finally! Like, I had a song. I was like, white people getting in trouble. You gonna get a ticket. That's the day I found out that my wife can turn from Becky to Ice Cube like that. She pulled over, turned the radio down, looked at me and was like, watch me work. I was like, oh shit. Police got out the car, had the cowboy hat on, the boots, holding the gun. I was like, you about to get shot. He comes to the window, before he even knocks, she rolls the window down, bam, becomes Becky. Oh my God, officer, I'm so sorry. I was speeding and I was in the wrong. Let me give you my license and registration because I deserve a ticket. He looked at her and he was like, no ma'am. You knew what you was doing and I'm letting you off with a warning. I was like, bullshit, man. Do your job. You're the law. The law. I was so mad, y'all. I ain't even noticed that this motherfucker came on my side and knocked on my window. I rolled down the window. I was like, I turned into Becky. Hello? He was like, I need to see your license and registration. I was like, but I'm not even driving. He's like, hey. You was both going the same speed. And somebody's getting a ticket tonight. I looked over at her and she winked at me. I was like, all right, I might get a ticket, but she got weed up under her seat. I grabbed the handcuffs and started handcuffing us. And as we started walking to the back, she gonna look at me and say, snitches get stitches. I said, no, they don't. They actually get less time. Shoot. People always ask me, they're like, man, y'all been together for so long, you know, y'all have things, you know, rules. So we do. We have rules, and I'm gonna give y'all these rules that me and my wife have to stay together. Hopefully it'll help y'all out. Rule number 1 me and my wife have is a hump exception list. You put 5 famous people on a list, and if you run into them, your game is strong, you have sex with that person on the list, it does not count as cheating. I was quick. I was like, hell yeah. Janet Jackson, Halle Berry, Barbara Bush. Like, I put people on there. The Bushes screwed us for years. I could screw for 8 minutes. My wife puts her list in her pocket. I'm like, no, let me see it. She's like, no. I took it. And I was like, what? It was like people on there I knew. Like, this is not how we play this game. She got another rule. It's if you hear the sound, you go check on it. I'm a black dude, she's a white chick. We the first two people to die in every horror film. There's no need in both of us going to check on shit together. The other night, she was like, oh my God, did you hear that? I was like, nope. Because seriously, she's like really into the whole, if you bring certain auras into the house, it'll bring certain auras in the house. So we have to watch scary movies outside the house. Y'all believe that shit? I said, bullshit. She said, how you know? I said, let's do this. I said, let's say, we've been together for 20 years. She said, yeah. I said, I've been watching porn in this house for 20 years. And not once has a porno popped off since your ass been gone. So if a porno ain't gonna pop off, scary shit is not gonna pop off. She got me one time though. She scared me. Because we went and seen that first Paranormal Activity. Y'all remember the first Paranormal Activity? The scary one with the girl was over her husband like this, with her hair. We went and seen that movie. That same night, we sleep, and I rolled over on the remote. And she had to get up to get the remote. It was up under me, so she pulled and her hair went in her face. I woke up, all I seen is white woman hair and face doing this shit, and I did what everybody would have done. I kicked the shit out of her. I kicked her, she was like, what the hell? I said, what the hell is what you're supposed to say? You ain't supposed to say, or anything like that. Now we know you ain't a zombie and I'm good. She was like, hey, I got a question for you. If I die before you, would you sleep with another woman? I was like, nah, babe. She said, that's the sweetest thing you ever said. I said, you didn't hear me all the way. Now, I won't sleep with another woman, but I'll have sex with other women. I was like, I just don't want to explain it. Like all this. I don't want to have to explain this once it's naked. Like seriously, like let's say you, like I was single and we went home together. And you like, I'm about to go put on some sexy lingerie. And you put on sexy lingerie and I gotta undo all this equipment and shit. And you like, what you doing? I said, oh, I'm about to rock your world, boo. And you come out there and you look at me, you're like, what is that? I said, oh, that's my sleep apnea machine. Sometimes I stop fucking breathing. In the event that that happens, I'm gonna need you to press this primer button 5 times. You know CPR, boo? Damn, because I don't want you to have to explain why this big Negro is dead up in your house. Yo, my name is CJ Starr. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, keep it going for, no, fuck it. But one fucking job. Hi, my name is Justin Thompson. Tell you a little bit about myself. I recently lost 45 pounds. Yeah, thank you. Some y'all that didn't clap goes, and you got a lot more to go, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm like oddly fat. Like I don't have big arms, I don't have big legs. Like I have absolutely no ass whatsoever. It's just like back and thigh. It's like some shit you order at KFC. Because I keep all of my weight right here. So every time I sleep on my stomach, I'm like a foot off the bed. Do you know what it feels like to go to sleep at night and feel like you're constantly fucking skydiving? Here's a quick visualization of what it looks like whenever I fall asleep on my stomach, right? That right there. Have to be like, oh, balance, balance, counterweight, counterweight. Yeah. Another thing about myself, CJ pointed this out to me before the show, that apparently with one simple change in my attire, I can look like the most hardcore redneck on the planet. It's going from simple this right here to that. Yeah, see how many people are disturbed by that immediately? So anytime I'm around CJ and his buddies, I just act really redneck. I'll jump up from behind the wall and just be like, hey! You need some shit welded? You guys wanna go fishing? What I really love doing is I love talking about the rap artists that I love around them and screwing up all the rap artists' names. Be like, yeah, I love rap. Give me some of that sticky icky. Woo! He put that shit there. I love Dr. Dre. My favorite one is that one on that Law and Order show, that Life Latte. I love him. I even like new rap. I'm a trap queen. Hit the bando. I love feta cheese. By the way, that noise right there that I did, that woo, That scares the shit out of people. You want somebody to not talk to you on an airplane? All you have to do is make that sound and then say something political. Nobody wants to talk to you. Because as soon as they sit down, they'll be all nice and cordial. They'll be like, hi, my name's Bob and I sell insurance. What's your name? I'll be like, woo! Obama's getting out of office. Did you vote for Trump? I did. You've never seen people put in their earbuds so fucking fast. Just like, I'm not talking to this fucking freak. I'm going to sit here and watch this Queen Latifah movie that American Airlines has provided me. Yeah, like I said, I'm a big guy. I'm so glad that the weather is getting cool now, okay? Because big guys sweat a lot. You know what I'm saying, man, right? It sucks. You ever get your underwear stuck up your ass like in a public place? That is the worst thing in the world, man. Because it never happens when you're home. It always happens when you're in the mall shopping with your girl. And you have to do a thing where you have to pull it out your ass, but you can't use your hands. So you have to go off something somebody else says. They got to be like, hey, let's go check out those jackets. You got to go, yeah, let's go check out those jackets. Go check out all those jackets. I love jackets. Or you got to hope that a song comes on that you can dance to get it out your ass. Watch me whip. Watch me whip, whip. Cha-cha, real smooth. I recently got back from Mexico, everybody. Yeah. Was over playing El Paso and went across the border to a strip club, right? And it was full of white chicks named like Cinnamon and Sugar, which pissed me and my buddies off because we're like, we're in Mexico. I want to see a chick named Carne Asada take the stage. Because I think that you can say Mexican food names in that kind of suave Spanish accent, and that shit sounds sexy to me. It's like, coming to the stage now, chorizo. Now on the side stage, chimichanga. For your viewing pleasure, guacamole. So we're sitting with this one chick, her name's Paprika, and I like Paprika, because Paprika's a vegan. Vegans always want to show you pictures of like dead animals and shit on their phone. They're always like, oh my god, look what they're doing to the cows, isn't it sad? And I'm like, no, it looks kind of delicious, actually. They're like, you don't care about the cows? I'm like, I can't care about the cows, Paprika. She goes, why not? I go, because I know that cows don't care about other cows. Well, how do you know that? Because I saw a panther attack a cow one time in a sea full of cows. And the other cows, they didn't even move. They just sat there and they kept eating grass. Like they heard of the apartment next to them having a domestic dispute and were trying to ignore it. They were just like, and she's like, honey, should we do something? He's like, no, just eat the grass, honey, just eat the grass. Just eat the grass. Shouldn't we do something? You want to be the one getting eaten by a panther? Eat the grass. I'm not getting shot. All right. Oh, man. So I'm single. I've been trying to date recently. I've been trying internet dating. I went to blackpeoplemeet.com and I found a girl in there and she's Korean. So that shit works. It was a very odd first date that we had, right? Because she's trying to tell me how she's not an easy girl, but she's doing it in a very odd way. She goes, I just want you to know that I am not easy at all. My downstairs is like the Berlin Wall. And I'm one of those people that can't stop my mouth. See how my brain thinks at the time, so I looked there and went, hey, you realize that shit came down, right? Like years ago, Reagan was president, Tupac was still in Digital Underground, that was a long fucking time ago. Then she changed it up, she's like, well then it's like the Great Wall. I went, now you're saying it can be seen from space. I think you need to quit using wall analogies, you're no good at it. But I eventually did break down her wall, right? Found out she was very kinky. She likes to be tied up and spanked and that type of thing. Any women here into that? Y'all realize I got the fucking internet and I know some of you are lying, right? Yeah, I might not like all that, but pull my hair, call me hoe, something. You like something. Anyway, guys, if you have a woman who's into that, take advantage of it. Because it's a very key moment. It's the only time you can actually get out frustration on your girl and she doesn't know it. Because while you're going, oh yeah, you like that, take it. What's really going through it is, hey, why don't you ever just shut the fuck up? Oh. I'm sorry, baby, did that hurt? Well, that wasn't the safety word, was it? We agreed on onomatopoeia. Been hanging out in your city for a little bit. I went over to the Galleria, right? I took the exit to the Galleria, and there's a store called Condoms to Go. Yeah, y'all seen this? So I went in there, and I was like, yeah, give me a pack of Trojans. And he was trying to be funny. He's like, to go? Ha-ha. So I just looked at him deadpan and went, nah, for here, man. What you doing on your lunch break? Because I found out recently, my buddy informed me that a person who looks like me in the gay community is what's known as a bear, and I'm highly desirable. Now that I figured that out, I want to start a gay escort service just so I can call that shit Build-A-Bear. I really... I am recently gotten high on a regular basis. Is something that I've started to do. And I've realized that's really bad because when you get high, you start caring about shitty TV. Like really giving a shit. Like because I was watching a talk show and it came to a pivotal point and my cable went off because the weather was bad, right? So, and I cared way too much. They brought these two people on, they're like, this is Jessica and this is Steven. They sit them down and they go, why are you here? And then Jessica goes, well, me and my boyfriend Steven, we have a Dr. Seuss fetish. And then, boop, my screen goes blue. Leaving me, they're all high for like an hour trying to figure out what in the hell that could possibly be. What is a Dr. Seuss fetish? Is that where your boyfriend gets dressed up like the Cat in the Hat and just yells out, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish? Is that where he just lays there on the bed and goes, come over here, baby, it's time to hop on pop? If you didn't get that joke, you should read a fucking book. I love how I say that like they're novels and shit. Like Fox in the Sock spoke to my soul. 4 years of Who changed my life. Green Eggs and Ham got me off of heroin. I have a little nephew, right? I'm trying to expose him to some things that I liked as a kid, so I found my regular Nintendo, right? Pulled it out and let him start to play it. So he's playing it for a little bit, and then he comes in for lunch, and he goes back and he starts playing the game, and he starts crying, which freaks me out immediately. Like, oh my God, Jeffrey, are you okay? Are you okay, dude? You hurt yourself? He goes, Uncle Justin, I was playing the game, and then I turned it off, and whenever I came back, the game was not where I left it. Well, welcome to my childhood, you little shit. There's no saving video games on regular Nintendo, ever. And you had 3 lives, 3. Guess what happens when you die 3 times? Fuck you, start over. From where? The beginning. Not a checkpoint. Nowadays you can save a game and go back to it 15 years from now, and it'll be exactly where you left off. Anybody remember having a Nintendo on for like 8 days because you're trying to beat Mario? Your mom comes in your room, sees it on, and goes, that's wasting electricity, and boom, turns that shit off? That is the most soul-crushing moment as a child. You're just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Mom, you have any idea how long it takes to get to level 8, Mario? It's the first time in your life you actually cuss. You're like, she's such a bitch. My name is Justin Thompson. Y'all been a lot of fun. Thank you very much, everybody.
Goddamn right. That's from my new CD, Straight Out of Breath. I do rap under the name Ice Age. Do drink up, I just had my favorite drink back at the bar, Red Bull and Metamucil. If you want to order one, it's called Sex on the Beach My Ass. I am a recovering alcoholic, first love of my life. I met in a bar. We met when I fell off my bar stool. She was already on the floor. One night that lady asked me to spank her. Asked her why, she said I'm into discipline, so instead I made her stand in the corner. Who's your grandpa? Who's your grandpa? Grandpa. That was a difficult relationship. She had multiple personalities, and I'm bad with names. Yeah. Back then, every night I'd hit happy hour from 6 p.m. to 1988. A lot of one-night stands back then. Here's how it would go. I would get drunk, meet a woman, go back to my place, have sex, call myself a cab, leave, remember it was my place. I had a schedule back then. Like any drunk, I thought I could manage my drinking. After one particularly rough weekend on Monday, I decided I would only drink after dark. Tuesday, I bought curtains. Yep, I love drinking during the holidays. I would get drunk and go trick-or-treating. Every holiday, I would get drunk and go trick-or-treating. Which made for a strange Arbor Day in my neighborhood. Back then, I was on what I call my military diet, Captain Morgan and Captain Crunch. Got arrested once for drunk driving. Not only was I drunk, but I'd been smoking hash. When I took the breathalyzer test, I inhaled, tried to pass it to the cop. YOLO. So, I was arrested, pled guilty. For my community service, I left the community. Smoked a lot of pot back in the 70s. Back then you could get real high just standing next to me. I had street value. Did LSD once back in the 70s. Was able to see, I swear to God, ladies and gentlemen, was able to see 40 years into my future. I was taking a nap. Nailed it. Not too long after that, I had an acid flashback while I was suffering from acid reflux. For 6 hours, I thought I was a spicy buffalo wing. I exercise. I start every morning with 10 minutes of coughing in place. Followed by 15 minutes of CPR. For exercise, I like to walk. Walking helps me think. This morning I was thinking, where the fuck am I? Got involved in an incident of sidewalk rage. I'm walking this way, guy my age walking back the opposite direction. We're both talking to ourselves out loud. I think he called me Gandalf, I'm not sure. Anyway, it was on. We threw down our cardigans. Anyway, the police had to break it up. Well, a crossing guard. Bitch had a badge. So, I just broke up with my girlfriend Lori. Very pretty, very personable, bit ratchet. Actually, she's from New Orleans, so it's Roche. She's a bit Roche. She's also a lot younger than I. That was a problem. We didn't have enough in common. Lori likes to go dancing. I like to stop my foot till I get some fucking feeling back. We met in a grocery store. My mind was wandering. I accidentally bumped into Lori. Lori got annoyed, said, WTF? I said, no, AARP. Yep, for our first date, we went out to dinner, or as Lori called it, lunch. We had cute little nicknames for each other. I called Lori Little Brown Eyes. She called me Sir. I wanted to be fair with Lori, so I told her I was older than I looked. She said that's not possible. Rude, wouldn't you say? The sex was great. The bedroom could get noisy. I I'd be yelling, "Sweet Jesus," or I'd be yelling, "God, why hast thou forsaken me?" And of course, at some point, the nurse yells, "Clear!" That's what's known as a triage à trois. Well, God damn it. I don't. There are a lot of ugly, unfortunate stereotypes about old people out there. I have two friends. They swear to God, old people like to steal shit from restaurants, which is nonsensical. So, if in addition to the last, I've contributed to a more positive image as senior citizens, it's been a good night indeed. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing all right? Yes, my name's Larry Garza. To answer your question, yes, I'm a Mexican. If you couldn't tell by the diabetes, yes, I am a Mexican. And me and the staff, we built this wall to keep everyone from Torchy's Tacos out. We're keeping those fuckers out, and they're paying for it. This is Trump's America. Welcome to it. We have a president-elect that informs us of our news on Twitter. We have a record of every time our president takes a shit. I'm uncomfortable with that. And I have to admit something. I think we all have to admit something, that we all get our news from social media. I hate that fact. We used to get our news from the paper in the morning. Now it's from our phones. Like, I didn't know that the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage till everyone changed their profile pics to rainbows. Remember that? I was like, did the Lucky Charms guy die? I didn't know what was happening. But no, people, everyone's like, the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage. I said, that's great, like. All my gay friends are putting up statuses that said, I finally get to marry my best friend, #LoveWins. I said, that's great, like. Right? People were sharing stories from CNN and stuff. I remember one story that said, 90-year-old lesbian couple finally wed. I said, that's gross, but that's great too. Those are some rusty scissors. And I have to admit, all the news stories and the papers and all my friends' statuses, how happy they were about it, it made me a little curious. Feel like that kind of curious, yes. Yeah, okay, yeah, for real. Like, I'm as curious about having sex with a man as I am about, like, a new menu item at Taco Bell. I mean, sure, it may look really good on TV, but what's it gonna do to my butthole? That's what I'm worried about. The end result. You know what I mean? The bottom line. Yeah, all that curiosity, it's just thoughts, because I'm married, right? I'm happily married, right? And I'm married to a Latina. Are there any Latinas in the house? Any Latinas? Make some noise? Okay, I guess there was a babysitter strike. I guess that's what happened. That's cool. No, I live to keep my wife happy. I live to keep her happy, because you know the saying, right? Happy wife, happy life. Words to live by, right? But not for the Latina, no. Not that simple. It's more like happy wife, safe from knife, because that bitch will cut me. She will slice me up for any little thing, because she is so jealous. Like, are you a jealous woman now? But she's like, no, bro. Yeah. He's all like, she's like, that's why we sat in the front, so all you bitches can see mountain mans with me. See, my wife, whoa, she's super jealous. I can't take her anywhere. Like, at first she'll try to be, what's the word when you're real, like, white? Like, she tries to be real white, right? And she'll be like, oh, look at the ambiance. I'm like, you've never used that word in your life. I bet you don't even know what it means. She's like, I know what it means. You call 911 and the ambiance shows right up. And I'm like, no, but I can't take her anywhere. If we walk in, and some woman's like, hey, how's it going? Like, immediately she goes from white girl to ratchet like that. She's like, who the fuck is that bitch? Who is that bitch talking to you? Hold my shoes, I'm gonna return them tomorrow. Huh, bitch? Huh, bitch? And I'm like, that is our waitress. calm down. She's like, why does she keep calling you sweetie and baby and honey and sugar, huh, bitch? You bitch, you bitch. I'm like, because she is 80 years old? We are in a diner in Waco, Texas. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, it's not like I'm gonna cheat on my wife with an 80-year-old. Again, like it was one time. It was one time. Okay, Gertrude gave good gum. You don't judge me. She was nice. I loved it. I loved it. I love my wife, you know, and I am scared of that woman. I have irrational fears now. Like I have to be like 3 steps ahead of this woman because I'll get in trouble for shit that I didn't even know that I did. Right? Like my biggest fear is that a female Jehovah's Witness would come over to my house when my wife's not home. Like knocking on the door like, are you prepared for Jehovah's return? I'm like, no bitch, I'm prepared for my wife's return. Run! Run! She'll kill 144,000 chosen people to get to us! Like, let one strand of hair fall from that lady's head in our welcome mat. My wife's coming home like, oh, babe, I had such a... Who the fuck is this, bitch? Caucasian. 5'9". 55 to 75 years old. Is it that Gertrude bitch again? Like, see, I don't think men are like that. I really, really do. I don't think men are like that at all. Like, and it's not because we don't care. It's because we're stupid. We're dumb. Thank you. I'm glad you agree. Like, I bet you there's dudes out there right now wearing another man's underwear and don't even know it. I'm getting ready to go to the Improv. Let's watch this content. Fruit of the Loom. Oh, I guess better pay attention when I'm shopping for choice. It's really roomy in the crotch. So we've been together a long time, right? We have kids, right? And I remember when my wife was pregnant. My wife was pregnant, you know, we were really young, and she asked me what most Latina women ask their baby's dad, right? She's like, where are you going to high school next year? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We dropped out. We don't give a shit. No, she's like, you know, I want to go to Lamaze class. Right? And I was young. I was like, what's Lamaze class? I didn't know what it was. She's like, that's where they teach you how to go. And I'm like, let's just go to the zoo and watch the gorillas. Like, you don't have to take a class. She's like, no, stupid. That's where they teach you when you're giving birth how to breathe in and out and hold it. I'm like, babe, we smoke weed. No one needs to teach us how to breathe in and out and hold it. Okay, you're smoking for 2 now, sweetie. Only hydro for you. Only baby kush for the baby. You know, I care. But it was more than just, you know, breathing exercises and, you know, how to change a diaper. Like, they showed us videos, right? And one of the videos they showed was this video called Miracle of Life. You ever seen it? They show footage, if you've never seen it, of a woman give birth to a baby that was 11 pounds, 9 ounces. Yeah, poor lady now has a vajasshole. I feel so bad for this poor woman. You know, I'm from San Antonio, Texas, born and raised, you know. It's got a big misconception that we have a lot of Mexicans. Sure, we have a lot of Mexicans, right? But we have more than Mexicans. We also have Hispanics and Latinos and Chicanos. We got them all. 50 shades of brown in San Antonio. But did you know that we have the biggest MLK march in the country? Did you guys know the biggest march in the country? We have 17 black people that aren't the Spurs, but the biggest march in the country. Any excuse for a Mexican to put up a funnel cake stand, I think we're gonna do it. Like, we don't care. Like, MLK, KKK, no saben, funnel cakes for sale. And I go every year. The first year I went was this big culture shock to me because I'm not used to that, right? Like they, you know, after the march, there's this big Baptist choir, like singing to God, like, Lord Jesus, around all these church people, like, sing it, goddammit. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Because I was raised Catholic. The music we had was more like, oh, oh, Padre Domini, right? How do you say, 12 Spiriti? Like, that's what we had in the Catholic Church. Like, we didn't have people testifying to Jesus. Like, our priests testified, but in court. That's a completely different thing. But no, they had like a Jimi Hendrix guitar player and DJ that was like, Jigga Jesus, right? Girls were twerking for the Lord. I'm like, drop it low from Jesus, bitch! You put the hoe in holy! But the preacher came out with spirit. The preacher came out and he was like, if you love Jesus, say amen. People were like, amen. If you love Jesus, say hallelujah. People were like, hallelujah. Are you a follower of Christ? People yelled, yes, I am. Are you a follower of Christ? Yes, I am. But then he said, Jesus Christ did not need a Facebook or Twitter to get 1 million followers. I was like, what? Jesus Christ didn't need a Facebook to get 1 million followers. I'm like, cool. Why stop at Facebook? Why not hit all social media? Like, if Jesus Christ had an Instagram, he would tag Martin Luther King and all his pictures. Yes, it would. Hashtag Man Crush Monday every Monday. If Jesus Christ will give you lives, Jesus Christ will give you many lives on Candy Crush. Yes, it will. Available for the iPad, the iPod, but not the Kindle Fire, because that is Satan's tablet. That is Satan's tablet. Guys, I'm Larry Garza. Thank you all very much.
I had this bad bitch in jail, she was old.
Kill it, DJ, kill it. What's going on? Give yourself a round of applause, people. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for sticking around. Now, before I get started, I always want to find out, I want to ask, how many people have seen me perform before? Or this is your first time seeing me? You've never seen me, this is your first time. Round of applause if you've never. Well, goddamn. That's everybody. See, y'all motherfuckers don't know me. That's good. That means I'm gonna do all my old shit. Ain't nobody work hard for y'all. So I'd like to reintroduce myself, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alfred Kainga. I want y'all to be comfortable with me so that I am comfortable with y'all. With that being said, I am from Africa, and I'm Ebola fucking free. You didn't clap up for that. This brother is healthy, okay? Yeah. And I take showers too. Fuck what that other brother was talking about. I put deodorant every day, you hear me? Buy my shit at Macy's. Fuck what are you talking about? So I am Ebola free. So ma'am, I want you to relax if a little spit fly out and hit you on the lip. You ain't gotta run out here talking about, oh my God, the nigga from Africa spat on me. And run a Texas Presbyterian. They won't be able to do shit for you. I gotta tell y'all though, man, I'm glad that little Ebola shit came and went. Y'all remember when Ebola first hit Dallas about 2 years ago? Damn near fucked up my life. Ebola nearly ruined my marriage. I'm gonna tell you why. I've been with my wife for 7 years, we've been married for 5. My wife's from here, got me a sister from Oak Cliff. Yeah, she's classy, but she a little ghetto. Because that's how I like it. You know, 50-50, you gotta balance the shit out. But I gotta tell you, man, when that little Ebola shit hit, this woman turned her back on me. As soon as she saw the news, came into the house doing that ghetto shit, you know. Oh, I got some ghetto motherfuckers in here. You know what the hell this means? When a black woman starts talking like this, my wife hit me with, I don't think we should be sleeping together right now. Because the Africans got Ebola. And I just don't want to catch nothing. Boo-boo. This is my own wife, you hear? So I looked at her and I gave it right back. I said, let me tell you something, you sneaky bitch. I said, if we catch Ebola in this house, I'm whooping your ass. Because evidently you got another African you've been fucking around with lately. I got that shit squared off, man. I said, you gonna give me some tonight. Fuck what you heard. Boo-boo. But listen, this is just jokes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't call my wife a bitch, I really don't. But she ain't here tonight. I'm the one to get this shit off my chest, you know? But she hurt my feelings, that's what I'm saying. So y'all don't be going back home and putting that shit on Facebook and Twitter talking about that African was calling his wife a bitch. I'll go home, look in the eye and say, babe, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know, people in Arlington, they lie a lot, they lie. And I know y'all looking at me like, he sure is big for an African. Kiss my ass. But I gotta tell y'all though, y'all remember them little babies y'all used to see on National Geographic? with flies and buzzing up their noses, and y'all were sending 50 cents a day? God damn it, look at me now. I appreciate it. Look at your 50 cents a day. Look at it. Did you get my letters? I wrote you, motherfucker. Y'all keep it coming. 50 cents a day. Shit, what we buy with that shit? Grasshoppers? Motherfucker. I gotta tell y'all though, man, I didn't used to look like this. Y'all did this shit to me. America done fucked up my body, man. I came out of Africa looking good, like a true African specimen. Beautiful, 105 pounds, skinny. Never went to the gym, because we chase for our food all fucking day. Sir, you ever chase a gazelle? Me neither, but the thought of people will keep you in fucking shape. African skin. You know you're skinny when you go to the store, you buy chapstick and use that shit for deodorant. You a skinny motherfucker. Then I came to America, man, and I saw all this food y'all got, and I just lost my mind. You know, the first time I walked into a Golden Corral, I about lost it. I said, ma'am, you mean to tell me I'm gonna give you $10 and I can get all this shit? They caught me at the ice cream machine just like this. Lady said, you can't do that. I said, it ain't on my receipt. She's telling me everything. Now I done gained weight, man. I'm 265 pounds now. And I'm so big I can't even jump to conclusion. I swear, man, the other day I sat on my iPhone. 2 minutes later I got up. They hired an iPad. This is some bullshit. But I've had to slow down though on some things that I've been doing. Been in America for 16 years. I don't drink as much as I used to. And I don't smoke as much as I used to. I ain't quit, just slowing down. So I was really doing it bad. I came to America, I said, land of the free, and I was getting fucked. You ever been so drunk, you get up to your house, 2 o'clock in the morning, and forget how to open your own fucking door. Then you start getting mad because you think somebody's inside and against that door. But you live by yourself. I said, I'm here to slow down. And I learned early on when I first came to America, man, I don't smoke weed with white people. Oh, I love you, but I don't fuck with you when it comes to the weed. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm in college. My white friends called me. They said, Alfred, we're gonna be in the room smoking some shit. Would you like to come through? I said, shit, Bobby, would I? I said, I am from Africa. I know all about plants. I'll be there. But when I walked into their room, these white boys had something that I had never seen in my life. These white boys had a bomb strapped onto a gas mask. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You got about 2 in the house. I should have left right the fuck there. But the weed was free. And my mother raised me right. She said, Alfred, you don't ever walk out on free shit. So I guess my better judgment, I stayed. And these white boys proceeded to strap this gas mask onto my face first. I started freaking out, sir. I said, why are we doing it like this? He said, so we don't lose any type of smoke. I tell you, white people are fucking efficient. But I didn't realize how quick this shit was going to hit me, man, because as soon as I inhaled, I had smoke all up in my face. I couldn't even close my eyes. I was just like this. I knew I was high like I had never been high before because my whiskers were doing a dance on my upper lip. My whole left side was numb. It felt like at one point my soul left my body, looked down upon me and said, player, you about to meet your maker. Fucked up high. Needless to say, I went back to my room and ate a whole frozen pizza. While it was still fucking frozen. And for the first time in my life, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you I turned into a snitch. Yes, I did. As soon as I could walk, I went straight to the campus police and I told them, I said, sir, there's 2 white boys in that room smoking some shit they ain't got no business smoking. I have been high for 5 days. Oh, you should have seen me. I'm half naked in my kimono with Timberland boots. Like, this ain't what my mama sent me out here for, sir. I came here to learn. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alfred Kainga.
We're here. Who's in a good mood? All right, I like it. We'll work on you. We'll figure you out. And get it done. I gotta let y'all know I'm in a great mood. I had the best week ever because I got laid. I know, right? By a girl too. It was great. Super fun, not overrated, and I was excited, so I had to tell somebody. So I sent a buddy of mine a text, but I forgot like a really important piece of punctuation. Like the text I meant to say was, "Man, comma, sex is awesome." And say the thing about commas is they're super important. Don't leave them out. And he wouldn't let it go because he's a fucking child. And every time I've seen him this week, he's like, "Hey, man sex, right? Yeah, that's super funny." So I got him back because I had figured out the best joke you can ever play on a married guy. What you do is when your buddy's out of the room, you grab his phone, erase your number out of it, and then from your phone, text him with, "I'm pregnant, we need to talk now." It's perfect is what it is. Right around dinner time is the best time. It's fun for the whole family. Try it out. Take it with you. Ruin a marriage this week. Be somebody. And they'll remember you. I have a hard time with girls for a lot of reasons. I lost a bunch of weight recently. My friends are terrible. They're like, "You look kind of like Matt Damon now. You know, like if you got AIDS." That's super funny, right? Yeah, not mean at all. Creative is what it is. Problem is it's stuck, and now they call me the stillborn identity. And, yeah, with friends like these, right? Yeah, that's how that whole works. My grandma's one of those old school racists, and she said something terrible about a girl I was dating. So I went home and programmed her cable and made BET the only channel she could watch. She was pissed. She was upset with me, like really, really pissed. I quit drinking for like 3 years, and that's the worst mistake I ever made. So if you're thinking about quitting drinking, don't. Just push through it, man. You're going to be okay, I promise you. And I would still go into bars, so I drink the fake stuff like O'Doul's, like non-alcoholic beers. I don't know if any of y'all ever had this awful shit. It's the worst. Like if you never had it, it tastes like you ruined Easter like 3 years in a row. And I have a whole bunch. And I just wish they had better marketing for O'Doul's. Like you'd have like the bottle of O'Doul's, it's like ice cold, and it just says O'Doul's. It's court ordered. Or trying to get your wife and kids back, this one's on us. Like something a little bit more appropriate, I think. It's like the opposite of Snapple. Like Snapple's made from the best stuff on earth. O'Doul's made from the worst stuff on earth, like loneliness and regret. And not enough bail money, so you gotta wait the whole weekend before you see the judge. Went to jail a whole bunch of times. How many of y'all been in jail? Scream if you've been in jail. She's excited about it too. She's like, "Going back tonight." Make it happen. Spring break. And it sucks when you wake up in jail, you start looking around, and you're like, "This is not my house. This place is terrible." And you start to piece together, I was having so much fun. How did I end up here? Oh, Jägermeister is how I ended up here. I was taking some shots with my buddies, and I saw this dude, he's wearing a muscle t-shirt, and I asked him if he shopped at Baby Gap, and he didn't like that, like at all. So we start fighting, the cops show up, their lights real pretty, all blue and red, and I'm drunk, feeling extra patriotic, don't know what came over me, but I started singing Neil Diamond tunes. Like, "On the boats and on the planes, they're coming to America," like while they're handcuffing me. It was a beautiful night, that's what it was. And the cop tried to figure out how drunk I was, so he asked me to do the alphabet. I decided to be a smartass, do the military alphabet. I'm like, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo. He's like, "All right, smartass, do that backwards." Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. What do you want from me, man? I've been drinking for 3 days straight. There's like 7 of you. I don't know who to talk to. Don't drink anymore, but I love drugs. But not enough to get a job at Whole Foods, like not that much, shit. Everyone in that place is high as shit, I'm convinced of it, like I know it in my heart. I had to snap at a cashier and be like, "Hey man, wake the fuck up, I'm trying to buy a $17 tuna sandwich, you're all playing the safety dance, like I got shit to do." And my favorite thing ever in the world is to run into Whole Foods and start yelling, "Where are all the white women at?" Because they're there, they're actually all there. Find them huddled by the cheese, talking about Fitbit, day drinking Chardonnay. It's a fucking weird world we live in. And my buddy's always trying to convince me that pot isn't even really a drug. And I was like, "Man, you can't tell me that after I just watched you repark your car 4 times. Don't I explain this shit to you?" I was so high one time, I got into a 3-hour-long argument wondering if DMX actually ever gave it to that guy he said he was going to give it to. Or is that dude still waiting around? Because X was real specific about his instructions. Like, X going to give it to you, fuck waiting for you to get it on your own. X going to deliver it to you. Not like he was the UPS guy. Like, he's like, "I'm going to be there between noon and 4. Is that dude still there? Been there for 15 years. His kids are all grown. He missed the best years of their lives. Oh man, I learned a lot of lessons being a drunk. A lot of lessons being a drunk. Not all the women in New Orleans are women, and that's a tough lesson to learn at 3 a.m. in a strange town. And I felt bad for getting mad at the dude. I did, because he's just looking for love, but you gotta let a brother know first. You can't be like, hey, is this all right? No, it's not all right, man. Not wired that way. You might be. It's okay. Don't ever pick a fight on Halloween. Don't ever pick a fight on Halloween, because you end up getting your ass kicked by Big Bird, and it's impossible to explain to your coworkers. Like, he just came at me with this yellow rage, and it was all fists and kicks, and they think you're talking about Asians, and they report you to HR, and it's troublesome. Spell check everything. I don't know why I gotta explain this shit to people. Spell check. Most of us have no idea the word regards and the word retards are separated by one letter. Those letters are really close on the keyboard. I'm just saying, proofread before you send out your holiday mail. Don't ruin Christmas, because warmest retards is the most terrible thing you can ever send in a correspondence. And I know people get sensitive about that word, which is bullshit, because everyone in this room has a fucking retarded friend. Every single one of you. Think of your retarded friend. Think of your retarded friend right now. You got a retarded friend. You got a retarded... One of you at that table is the retarded friend. Oh, okay, so yeah, he's right here, right up front. And most of the people get upset, don't know shit about retard culture anyway. They have no fucking idea. I have no idea the sacrifice the retarded community made for this country. Here's a little history lesson for you. Let's get started. Early days of World War II, the United States needed all the manpower it could to fight the Nazis. In a very controversial decision, Franklin Roosevelt activated the first all-retarded regiment. These guys were the original special forces. And brave men love their country and ice cream. And Battle of Coral Sea, 1942, lost a lot of good retards that day. Some of them 25, 26 years old, fresh out of high school. Just fucks me up. It's okay, I'm not worried about it. We got any couples in here? Couples make a little bit of noise? Not excited. That's the least enthusiastic shit I've ever heard. It's like somebody brought your side pieces with you, and that's how that goes. Finding the perfect person is tough, man. It's tough. It's like winning the lottery. So if you found that perfect person, congratulations, you won. But we're all realistic people, right? Like we all know you're never gonna get all 6 numbers, right? Like we got that part, just like you're never gonna find all 6 things you're looking for in a person. I mean, sure, she's honest and cute and funny, got a good job and a cool family, but she's missing an eye. Shit, man. And by the way, you do meet a girl who's missing an eye, she's not gonna mind you staring at her breast. She's not gonna be like, hey, dude, up here, seriously, got my eye on you. Like, that's not how that works. I'm single, and most of you are like, no shit, because you're a fucking terrible person. I am. I love it. Every girl I've ever met puts guys into one of 3 categories. And ladies, you know this, you've seen it a dozen times, you know it. Like, as soon as you see a guy, you know whether or not you're going to be into him. But it's actually 3 categories. The first category is, I want to sleep with him. Second category is, I might let him sleep with me. Third category is, gross. No, not doing it. And if you get put in that third category, God help you, you better buckle up, son, because life's going to be a long, shitty ride. At that point, I guess sex becomes a part of your budget, and you start to figure out what the fuck you can live without. But guess what? You still need internet, dummy. I saw a sign language fight. I'm going to repeat that so it sinks in just a little bit. I saw a sign language fight. They don't prepare you for that in community college. They don't. Middle of this fight, this couple was going at it, something fierce to the point where like the grunts started coming out, like don't you, I love you. And no, we are not doing this today. God, please don't do this to me. I'm too high for this. I'm gonna crack up right here. And in the middle of this fight, this girl turns to her deaf boyfriend. Turns out she wasn't deaf. Turns to her deaf boyfriend, does the Jay-Z go on brush your shoulders off thing. And he's sitting there, he's like, I don't understand. She's like, oh, it's from a song, but you probably haven't heard it. That's the most evil thing I've ever seen at a Whataburger. I shit you not. Dude didn't need sign language at that point. He's like, and he left. So I got her number, and that's why I had the best week ever. Thank you guys.
Oh, you guys seem like a fun crowd, like way better than the last show I did. I did a show for some nerds. It was a convention called The Future of Bitcoins.
And I was, Bitcoins? What the fuck is that? I looked it up. It was some shit about alternative forms of currency. Oh, hell no. Excuse me. Are y'all trying to pay me in Bitcoins tonight? Because if I had a choice between that and some Chuck E. Cheese tokens, I'm fucking with them tokens all day. Because at least I know they street value. Shit. Bitcoins, what the fuck is that backed by? Like 12 sticker bars and a Magic the Gathering card? No thank you. Y'all not even on the gold standard. Shit. Oh man, recently I've been having some trouble sleeping and I got a prescription for Ambien. Yeah, why y'all ain't tell me that shit was terrible? So I had to go to dialysis a couple times a week, and I like to sleep through the shit. And this old lady that I sit next to, I was like, yo man, I want some of that shit you got. She like, you don't want none of this. And I'm like, yeah, the fuck I do. And I go and I get some, and I take one, and nothing happened, like an hour goes by. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take 2 more. And I took 2 more, and I was like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get my breakfast. And you know, I know y'all judging me. Fuck you, I like McDonald's, all right? You tell me that shit was made with missing kids, and I would be like, so? Have you had the biscuits? So I get to my favorite McDonald's, and I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want that number 2 right there. And I get up to the counter, and the girl's like, good morning, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I would like to get the sausage, biscuit. And in my head, I'm like, oh shit, this fucking pills that kicked in. And the girl is like, excuse me? And in my head, I'm like, oh bitch, get it together. They know you up in here. Bitch, I need meat. And she's like, what kind of meat? And I'm like, moo. She's like, I'll be right back. And at this point, I'm like, run. Ain't no money change hands. You don't owe nobody shit. Just leave. And I just stand there. I'm like, nope. Hell no. and I see her come back with the manager, and she got like 3 sandwiches, and they like put them on the counter, and they're like, okay, honey, just point to the one you want. Like I'm autistic or some shit. I was hungry though, and I was like, fuck it, one more down with it. And I'm trying to give her money. No money, no money, just take it and go. And I left, and I ain't been back since. Fuck all that. I'm waiting for them to get some new staff. A little bit about me. I'm originally from Detroit. Is there some Detroit people in here that also escaped? Yes. Nice. Or you just like the white stripes? Okay. I've been in Austin now for about 13 years. I didn't know anybody when I moved to Austin. Like, I made friends with dudes at the taco truck, but that's where I bought my weed from, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really like mix the business with pleasure like that, because, you know, it just gets all fucked up. So I decided to run an ad. Like, I don't know if y'all remember before Tinder, there used to be these free phone numbers you could call to meet people. And I was looking for somebody to go to the zoo with. And yeah, they was not looking for the zoo. The ad I placed was just very basic, you know, nothing sexual. Hey, my name's LaShonda, I'm new in town. If you think you can show me the city, leave a message. And I got a message, all right. I had a message at 2:30 in the morning from a dude with a snotty ass nose, breathing real heavy, talking about, you sound like you could be cute. Listen. We having a threesome tonight, and we need 2 more people. The fuck did he just say? Oh man, just all kinds of weird shit be happening. But that's okay. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to church and meet somebody to know Jesus because I got a cross necklace and a cross tattoo, and we like this. And I went out with this old cat, you know what I'm saying? Like, we went to the Olive Garden. He had coupons. You know, you can't talk old people like shit. Coupons. We having a nice time, and just all of a sudden out of nowhere, dude leans over and was like, so exactly how big is your titties? For real, Deacon? I'm just saying. I'm gonna put the shit out them titties. To which I was like, if I had a third titty, what would you do with that shit? He was like, oh girl, I like the way you think. You nasty as hell. And ended up marrying that dude. Cause it's a recession and old dudes get a check no matter what the fuck they do. They don't pay shit. Oh man, anybody in here shopping Big Lot? Fuck Big Lots. That place is like the island of misfit merchandise. You can get a couch from there for like $75, but the shit don't have 13 legs. It's not a couch Big Lot, that's a centipede. And I knew I should have left that ass alone when I bought a calculator that had 6 number 1s on the keypad. But I was like, I'm working with y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's a recession. Like, the worst thing they have is the food section. Like, let me tell you something. A little shopping tip from me to you. Don't ever buy nothing that's $83 for $1. That's not a real sale price. That's a dude in the back getting high talking about, you know what? They ain't gonna never believe this. $83 for $1. Only a Big Lot. Like, it's terrible. They have some shit there called Hamburger Companion. It's supposed to be comparable to Hamburger Helper, and I'm like, yeah, if it tasted like grease, salt, and ass, sure. Right? Because everybody remember Helping Hand with the fingers, right? You know, you're like, hey, you lazy ass bitch, I'm gonna feed your family. Oh. Right? I trust that dude. Grew up with him for 19 years. I mean, I got kidney failure, but still, you know, he's a trustworthy cat. Hamburger Companion got somebody too. His name was Cleophas. Cleophas is basically just an old ass gym sock that look like he got a thyroid condition. Talking about, I just want to feed your family. What the fuck you don't? Oh man, I got called out for slut shaming last week. Me, believe it or not. I was downtown Austin with a friend of mine. I was standing outside smoking, and we see this girl come running by with no shirt on. And I was like, damn, if you got your titties out on a Tuesday, what the fuck is you gonna do when Friday get here? To which my friend was like, oh my God, did you just slut shame that girl? And I'm like, bitch, I would never. What is slut shaming? And she explained to me that it was wrong that I had made fun of that girl's raw ass titties like that. And I should have been proud that she was comfortable enough in her body to share raw titties with us. And I'm just sitting here going, But inside, I'm really like, see, this is why I need to be hanging out with white people like this on TV. It's always some bullshit. Hold on. Are you telling me that we can't talk about hoes no more? Who said that? The Huffington Post. That sounds like something some hoes came up with. Like, I can't even get behind that. Like, hoes make up like 32.4% of my material. Like, it took me a long time to come up with them jokes. You need to miss me with 68.4% of that bullshit. All the time. I don't know. I'm trying to be famous, you know what I'm saying? Not because really I want to be rich. I just want some better shit to eat, that's all. Like, straight up, you know what I'm saying? My goal of making it is to be able to drive down I-35 with a plate of steaks in the passenger seat, and just, because they got a seatbelt on because I'm safe, and I just want to just reach over and just ever so gently rub them, just... That's my goal. So that's my time. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you to all my openers for this. First time headlining. I've only been doing comedy for like 6 months. And it's improv. It's crazy. It's crazy. Right before Christmas. I can't wait to tell my mom. Comedy's a weird job. Like, I've had a lot of weird jobs. Before this, I was an elementary school teacher in a small East Texas school. Me and the janitor are the only guys on campus. And when you get a job like that, you have to be like super careful around little kids. As a guy, you know, we've all seen Dateline. Like, that's always in the back of your head. Like you can see me. I am this tall, right? I'm pretty tall. Drink water, whatever. And if you haven't seen a kindergarten or first grader in a while, they love to give hugs. And they run about yay high. Yeah. So it was just a nightmare. Like in my room, I was fine behind the desk, but out in the hallway, it was just like a constant like head on a swivel, stiff arm like Heisman pose. Make sure I get that side hug, you know. And they'll surprise you too. Like one time I was standing there zoning out, and this kindergartner runs up to me and he wraps his arms around my thigh and he's like, "I love you, Mr. Tyler." I was like, "I love you too, buddy, but maybe not hug me at the urinal anymore, please. Please stop. Please stop. Please." So after that, I would pee in the stall, you know, and I came out of the stall, and I got like 4 paper towels. You're only supposed to get 1 paper towel. This first grader's gonna run up to me and try to bust me on it. Let's call him Casey, because that's his name, Casey Smith. He runs up to me. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Tyler, you're getting 4 paper towels. We're only supposed to get 1 paper towel. Why do you get 4 and we only get 1? That's not fair." And I was like, "My hands are bigger than yours, buddy. Like, I need more paper towel." And he was like, "Nuh-uh," and he held his hand up to mine. It was like this to mine. And he was satisfied with that. He runs out to the hallway, and before the door shuts, he yells back into the bathroom, "You're right, Mr. Tyler, yours is bigger than mine." Yeah, that really happened. I quit there, guys, no matter what you heard on the news. I quit there, guys. Shut up. I quit there. My wife still works there. She's a teacher. We've been married 8 years this year, guys. 8 years. So we're about halfway done. I wasn't a math teacher. Eight's halfway. 8's good enough. Last year, I had an older coworker, and they were like, 7 years. I bet you got that 7-year itch, huh? I bet you got that 7-year itch. And I was like, I don't know about that, but it definitely still burns when I pee. My wife's pretty dumb. She's smart because she's here, but she's dumb with money. Like, guys, listen to this. We went to the mall, and she came out of the store, and she spent $12 on some stress relief lotion. It's pretty dumb. Because any guy in here can tell you that all lotion is stress relief lotion. If you use it right, there's a hard clapper. One side's hard and it's weird. But they sell it at the Dollar Tree for $1. Women be shopping, right, guys? I wrote that joke like 30 years ago. I was on Starr Search. I lost the same bad. I don't want to talk about it. We have a house, you know. We live in a house, and we put a mirror above our bed, sir. Right? Yeah. So we can watch our daughter sleep. She's a 3-year-old co-sleeper. If somebody knows how to stop that, please talk to me after the show. It's a nightmare. She's 3 and she's huge. She's big. She's a big baby. She was almost 11 pounds when she was born. And I was almost 12. We were both C-section. That's not a spoiler alert, but and she's beautiful. Like, I know you got some kids in here. You guys got kids. And your kids kind of all look the same when they come out. They're like kind of squishy and they're covered with gross stuff. But like the second that your kid comes out, it's like a light from heaven shines down and it's automatically like the cutest, the biggest, the smartest, the funniest, everything. And I'm telling you right now, my daughter is the best. I will show you pictures after the show. Perfect. Blonde hair, blue eyes, Hitler. Would love this baby, guys. If he was here tonight, which would be kind of weird, I hope he votes for me, but I would show him pictures of her, and he'd be like, Dankeschön, or whatever. I don't really speak German, but he would do something, you know, very impressive, I guess. Still, I still size up other babies for cuteness and size still. Like, I'll be walking down the street, I'm like, cuter than that one, bigger than that one. I don't know what that is, I need to be on leash. Definitely bigger than that one. Like one of her first doctor's appointments had her in the car seat next to me in the waiting room, and this mother brings her inferior child next to mine and starts talking to me about babies. And she's like, that's a big baby. And I said, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And she said, yo, you're welcome. Is this her 1-year checkup? And I said, no, this is her 4-week checkup. Like, my baby's bigger than your baby. That's not even close. It's kind of embarrassing. I said, you should get away from me. Because you're embarrassing yourself. Like I'm looking right now, like, if our babies went to jail together today, my baby would own your baby, man. Like, for sure, like, your baby would be my baby's bitch. For sure. So I take her to McDonald's. I take me to McDonald's. She's kind of strapped in the back seat. We both get Happy Meals. I think if you're honest with yourself, like a Happy Meal's enough food, you know. Plus, guys, here's a tip: like you can get a Go-Gurt with a Happy Meal, and if you eat that in the lobby with your eyes closed, it just makes everybody uncomfortable. It's a lot of fun. Do you guys have McDonald's here? You guys have McDonald's? Some of you guys are not with me. McDonald's, like, they're like a fast food place. They've sold like 1,000 hamburgers. It's not good. You guys don't, you know? Well, some of you guys know, like, they have tons of commercials. Like, you should have seen one of their commercials. Like, they have so many commercials that they have segregated commercials. They have black people commercials and white people commercials. Like, the white one is like hipsters backflipping into McDonald's and Instagramming their food. And like 90-pound girls are drinking real Coke. Like 90-pound girls don't drink real Coke. Like 90-pound girls do Coke. Do not drink Coke. So that's not right. And then the black one's like, have a cheeseburger, motherfucker, or whatever. I don't listen to hip hop station a lot, but something like that. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Too many commercials, like, and those people don't, none of those people eat there. Like, it should be, the commercial should be for a person that actually eats there. I'm doing the commercial for you right now. It's going to open on the Play Place. And it's a single mom begging her kid to eat something before it goes in the slide. And she is traditional single mom, so like words on the butt of her pants, a dolphin tattoo above the cankle, and her hair is different colors, and she has tattoos everywhere. And she like shares inspirational Marilyn Monroe quotes on Instagram, and she goes on Facebook, I can't get a man, there ain't no good men, or whatever. Kid's got a white trash name, anyways. Dakota, you have to eat, please. One nugget, please. Grandma's gonna get you again. You're gonna go away from mommy. Please eat your turkey on a steak. Ba-da, ba-da. I'm loving it. I'm loving you guys. Before I leave, give it up for my dad that's actually here to see me. Randy is back there. Randy, yeah. First time I ever seen him. Yeah, it was pretty. I'm just kidding. He abandoned us when I was very young. Me and my 3 younger brothers. I leave tickets for him after every show, like before every show. Like I guess he's never seen Talladega Nights or Sleepless in Seattle. I got you guys good though. You actually looked. Joke's on you guys, not on me. Not anymore. Hey, do you guys think the reason all the horrible things happen in the world is because God is too busy blessing sneezes? I'm Tyler Elliott. Thank you for coming to my headlining spot at the Improv, the world famous Improv. Merry Christmas.
We have it down to 2 people. We have 2 people, but we need to see them do a little bit more and just make the final decision. All right, okay. All right, the 2 people going up are Des O'Neill and Alfred Kainga. All right. And coming to the stage first was
I'm the hottest round. I told your mother, don't be stopping now. Listen to me now. I'm less than 20 grams. And if you want me like a holiday.
Y'all better keep this shit going. Y'all know I'm motherfucking now, man. Yes, man. One more round. Ah, damn. Listen, a lot of people come to me, they always ask me these stupid questions after this show. Like, man, are you sure you're from Africa, man? Because you don't sound African. I can't stand that shit. I'm like, let me tell you something, nigga. Africa is not an accent. Africa is a continent. See, we got over 50 countries in Africa, and different regions got different ways of speaking, you know what I'm saying? And I so happen to come from the real dirty, dirty South. Zimbabwe is in the building, goddamn. And I gotta appreciate the white folk for coming out, and they say, you know, we're gonna come out to Africa and build some schools. Who want to learn this language? I say, fuck it, I'll go. So I learned this language. I said, shit, I'm gonna go over there and talk shit about it. You know, goddamn it, here I am. But I did this play the other day because I heard they were looking for an African to play the role of an African. They're doing auditions. I said, how hard can this shit be? Nigga, I live it every day. I went in there with all my confidence. I did my lines. The brother came back. He told me, he said, man, I'm afraid to tell you, but you didn't get the part. I said, what the fuck do you mean I didn't get the part? I'm the only African in here. He said, but you don't really sound African, though, man. We're looking for a real African. I said, man, I am real. Black as I am. I said, I'm so real, if I take my pants off in here, I'm going to have to pick up my dick from this floor. Ladies. I said, I'm so African, every time I go to the zoo, the animals get together, they start singing. Because real recognize real, you feel me? Done a shell freaky shit in America since I've been here 16 years. I'm in college, these two freaks come up to me, they said, Alfred, have you ever done some freaky shit? I said, what the hell is a freaky shit? They said, have you ever had a threesome? I said, no. They said, would you like to? I said, shit, would I? I said, bitch, I got a big dick, I'll be there. But I didn't have a car. They came to pick me up, took me to their place. First mistake. Second mistake, I'm excited about a threesome. Like every man in here, you think it's the baddest shit. I'm thinking 2 pairs of titties, 2 sets of ass, 2 coochies. Fuck that. You can have a threesome, but that shit is overrated. I didn't know there's too much work to do in a threesome. I get to their place, we get butt naked, all 3 of us. I don't know how to work with one woman, so I'll start with one woman. Girl, you know, I'm gonna tear that shit up. This selfish bitch gonna tear me. Talking about, what about? I said, hold on, I'll be right back. Look around. They said, no, you gotta do both of us. I said, fuck, okay then. Well, here we go. No, I'm working out. I'm tired as I said, bitch, take me home. I didn't know there was too much shit to do in a threesome, and I'm working out at this point. At one point, we were all entangled into each other. She on top, I'm on the middle, the one is on the bottom, and I found myself sucking my own dick. I said, no, that's my time.
Cool. What's up, y'all, again? For real. Tell y'all a little something about me again, man. Single. You know, and I feel like I shouldn't be single because this what y'all looking at right now is top shelf chocolate. That ain't no punchline. I call it that gold diver, that's what I call it. That's $30 chocolate. Some of y'all don't know about that shit. I seen it in the store, I couldn't even pronounce it. I'm like, who the hell is Gold Diva? That's me right there, I'm Gold Diva. Yeah, I shouldn't be single, not with the resume I got. I got a good resume, man, I ain't got no kids. Got 2 jobs, I'm chasing my dream, I'm circumcised. I'm 3 for 3. They don't make niggas like that no more, man. I'm happy to be clipped. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I'd be pissed off if I had like one of them pig in the blankets. I'm sorry, I would took a butter knife to myself. Shit. Can't be walking around my shit snuggled up in a cocoon. I just can't get down with that. I really don't date girls my age no more, man. I like older women. I like cougars. Any cougars in here? Okay, we got 1 cougar right there on the prowl. For real, so if you're looking for a brother with a good heart rate, you know what I'm saying? Good blood pressure, Can have a bowel movement when he wants to. I like older women because, like, if you do good with an older chick, she'll reward you. You know? She'll send you home with a to-go plate with some real food, you know, neck bones, yams, black-eyed peas. I felt like I was leaving Luby's. I'm like, thank you, Miss Gladys, for the hot plate. So appreciate it, Miss Gladys. These damn young girls, they can't even cook hamburger helper. Like, damn, Lakeisha, you can't read the back of the box, baby. This is some crunchy, soggy ass hamburger helper. You know, I'm gonna go to Miss Gladys' house. I ain't got time for this. Miss Gladys need help moving her couch. Really, don't think like older women bored in the bedroom, because they not. They will school your ass. Really, they be pulling out moves out the history book. Hey, boy, this right here called the wash machine, boy. Your young ass don't know nothing. We used to do this in 78. Well, what you call it, the wash machine? Well, you finna get a full load, Miss Gladys, you know that? You know, beat them yams up. Now, here come the extra rinse cycle, baby. Here come the extra rinse. Like, oh, here come the suds, Miss Gladys. Here come the suds. Like, oh, I gotta let this thing air dry, baby. You know what I'm saying? I was telling y'all a joke earlier, man. I couldn't finish it, man. It was about African people. And one thing African people do, they get pissed off when you can't understand them. You know, they act like it's your fault. They got this broken ass English. This dude came up to me, he's like, Des, have you seen it? No, it is a brand new elephant nest on the street. Have you seen it? It's like, hell no, man. I've never seen an elephant nest ever in my life. Where you see that? He's like, no, Des, no, it is a brand new elephant nest on the street. It's brand new. I'm like, bro, I didn't even know a nest can hold a goddamn elephant. I'm gonna have to watch Discovery Channel. He's like, no, there's no. It's a brand new LA Fitness up the street. I was like, oh, the gym. You combined the words together, Ramadan. You know, it's periods. You're supposed to pause. Yo, that's my time. I appreciate that.
Okay. First up, I'm going to announce the runner-up, okay? The runner-up for 2016 Funniest Comic in Texas is Alfred Kainga.
Y'all have a safe trip home, man.
Don't cry, baby.
That's our show. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much.
Don't cry, baby.